Being ugly cost me everything. I couldn't get dates, I couldn't land decent jobs, nobody took me seriously. Then I got shredded to 10% body fat, and suddenly women were interested. Employers respected me, and people treated me like I was more intelligent. But here's the thing, I thought it was just confidence. Well, it turns out science proves there were actual measurable advantages to being attractive that most people have no idea about. And I'm about to show you exactly what those are. What I'm about to share with you might sound shallow, but it's backed by hardcore research from top universities. We're talking about real studies with thousands of participants over decades. And the results, they're absolutely mind-blowing. So if you want to know the real science behind why looking good matters so much more than society wants to admit, keep watching this video. Section 1. The career advantage. Let's start with your career. And think of this like a video game where attractive people start with bonus stats. According to a massive study from Carnegie Mellon University that tracked over 43,000 MBA graduates over 15 years, attractive people earn what researchers call a beauty premium. The researchers found that attractive economists not only got better first jobs, but continued to advance faster throughout their entire careers. So you can imagine it's like being in a race where some people get a head start and they run faster lanes for the entire race. Section 2, the dating revolution. Now, let's talk about dating. And imagine dating apps like a marketplace where everyone's shopping. According to a study published in Computers and Human Behavior Reports that analyzed over 5,000 real swiping decisions, physical attractiveness is like having the best product display. It outweighs intelligence, height, occupation. Everything else is basically background noise. The researchers found that improving someone's attractiveness rating by just one standard deviation, that's pretty much like going from a 6 to an 8, increased their chances of being chosen by 20%. That's pretty much like upgrading from economy to business class. Suddenly, everyone treats you differently. But here's the kicker. Both men and women prioritized attractiveness equally. So this whole men are visual, women care about personality thing, complete myth according to the data. According to research from the Wisconsin longitudinal study that followed people for over 50 years, it's like attractive people get VIP access to the dating world their entire lives. People who were rated as more attractive in high school had significantly more romantic opportunities throughout their entire lives. Well, and for relationships, think of the attraction like the foundation of a house. According to a study with 565 couples from Austria, Germany, and Switzerland, both men and women were significantly more committed when they found their partners attractive. Without that foundation, everything else becomes shaky. Section 3, the halo effect. Bing, bing, bing. But here is where it gets really wild. And this is like having a cheat code for life. There's something called the halo effect. And it's basically your brain putting a filter on attractive people that makes them seem better at everything. Think of it like this. When you see someone attractive, your brain automatically assumes they got the deluxe package. Not just good looks, but intelligence, trustworthiness, and competence too. It's like judging a book by its cover, except everyone does it automatically. According to research published in the Royal Society Open Science, when people see an attractive face, they automatically assume that person is more intelligent, more trustworthy, more sociable, and even happier. Mind you, this isn't conscious thinking. It's not. It's like your brain's autopilot making these assumptions in milliseconds. A study from the University of Minnesota found that attractive people are perceived as having better personality traits across 27 different categories. It's like wearing invisible armor that makes people assume the best about you before you even open your mouth. In the workplace, it's like attractive people get the benefits of the doubt as default setting. They get better performance reviews, they're seen as more competent, and they get more opportunities. Teachers even assume attractive students have higher IQs. That's crazy. One study even found that attractive criminals get more lenient sentences. The bias is so strong it affects our justice system. It's like having a real-life charisma stat boost. Personal story, my personal story. Now, let me tell you my personal story, because this research explains everything that happened to me. So I used to be about 20 to 25% body fat with a really puffy, round, fat face. I looked like a completely different person. And honestly, for me, life was a lot harder. Dating was brutal. I'd maybe get one match every few weeks on dating apps. And when I did get dates, there was rarely a second one. I could feel that women just weren't attracted to me, no matter how good my personality was or how funny I try to be. And I'm very funny. Job interviews were rough too. I prepare extensively, have all the right qualifications, but I could sense that interviewers weren't taking me seriously. I got rejected from positions I was overqualified for. Then I decided to transform my physique. So I got down to about 10% body fat. I built solid freaking muscle mass, and my face completely changed. I'm talking about a complete facial transformation. So yeah, defined jawline, prominent, beautiful cheekbones, the whole male model look. And literally everything changed overnight. Same personality, same skills, same everything, but now I looked completely different. Dating became effortless. I went from struggling to get matches to having multiple high quality options every single week. Women who would have never given me a second look before were suddenly interested. The difference was night and day. Job interviews, completely different experience. I could see people's eyes that they respected me more from the moment I walked in. I started getting offers for positions I hadn't even applied for. But the biggest change was how people treated me in everyday interactions. Suddenly, I was funnier, more interesting, more trustworthy, even though I was the exact same person. That's when I realized this research was 100% accurate. The solution. So what does that mean for you? It means that if you want to maximize your success in dating, career, and life in general, getting to that lean, attractive physique isn't just about health or confidence. It's about unlocking advantages that science proves are real. We're talking about getting to around 10% body fat, where your face looks lean and defined like a male model, not like me. When you remove that facial fat, your bone structure shows through. Your jawline becomes prominent and your whole face transforms. Combined with solid muscle mass, this creates what researchers call high physical attractiveness. And as we've seen, the benefits are massive and measurable. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds superficial, but here's the reality. These biases exist whether we like them or not. The research proves it. So you can either ignore it and miss out on these advantages, or you can use this knowledge to your benefit. The science is clear. Physical attractiveness creates opportunities in every area of life, from earning more money to having better relationships to being perceived as more competent and trustworthy. And the best part, unlike most advantages in life, this is something you can actually control and change. Look, I know this might sound superficial, but the research doesn't lie. These advantages exist whether we acknowledge them or not. The question is, what are you going to do with this information? I've put together everything I learned about getting to that lean male model physique. The training, nutrition, and mindset strategies that completely transformed my life. It's called the Shred Code Elite, and it's a 16-week transformation system. If you're curious about the details, I've put the link down in the description. But honestly, even if you never work with me, just understanding this research will change how you approach your goals. The science is crystal clear. Physical transformation isn't just about looking good. It's about unlocking opportunities in every area of your life. If this video gave you a new perspective on why fitness matters beyond just health, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that reveals what actually drives success in the real world. Alright, see you in the next one. My name is Dam Doppert. Thank you for watching. God bless.